How's it going, everyone? Scott McGill here. Today I'm going to do a little lesson on tuning your guitar down a half step. I actually have two ways to show you. This Chromatic tuner here, which is going crazy in the background, and I'm going to show you a little trick you use with a CAPO. If you could, please subscribe below and also click the notify button right next to it. The notify button tells you when I put out new lessons on covers or stuff like that. Also, all my social media is Scott M Band right back there, Scott M Band. So Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, if you want to follow me there. So let's get in today. What we need today, you're going to need a guitar tuner or an app. I use an app. You're going to need a capo. That's optional if you want to do the capo method. You're definitely going to need to know the string names, and I can help you there. And you got to understand, when we tune a guitar down a half step, we're tuning every string down just one note. A half step note, so like the E will be an E flat, then we go to the A flat for the A, D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat, and that is it. You tune every string down a half step. Why do people do it? Some people do it for vocals if you have a deeper voice. All my lessons are tuned down a half step, so if you're ever following along and you're like, well, this doesn't sound like my guitar, that's the reason why. I've been tuning down for a half step. I have a deeper voice, and a lot of artists tune down a half step, so it's easy enough to capo up if there's an artist that doesn't. So let's get started today. The first thing we need to know is the string name. So we have E, A, D, G, B, and E. So that's 6 through 1. And so that's E, 6, A, 5, D, 4, G, 3, B, 2, and high E, 1. A good trick to remember that is every adult deserves great big entertainment. Every adult deserves great big entertainment, and it's an easy trick to remember the string names. So let's get right into it. To tune your guitar with a chromatic tuner, and all chromatic means is that it reports a flat or a sharp. So right now I'm at a pretty much an E. Let me get a little closer so it registers. We want to get that down to an E flat. Get it pretty close. Doesn't have to be exact. Try to get it right in the middle there. Now a D all the way down to a D flat. Being a bugger. And then a G, I'm gonna go down to a G flat. And then a B flat. This is like a 3/4 turn. Turn the tuning peg slow. Slow turns on the tuning peg. Then we'll go down to that E flat. Again, 3/4 turn usually. And turn it slow. But here's how it sounds down a half step. I think it just sounds a lot cooler. I like the sound of it on an acoustic, a half step. Now the other trick I wanted to show you is how to use a capo to tune it. And it's nothing magical here, but if you put it on the first fret, always try to put the capo, when you're tuning at least, as tight as you can to that first fret. And all this does, now remember my guitar is already pretty much tuned down a half step. Obviously when you pop a capo on there, it'll knock it out a little bit. But what this allows you to do is you can tune it, put it on the first fret and just tune it regular like an E. So you're gonna tune that to the E. Okay, now we're gonna bring that back to the A. These are small adjustments that the capo knocked it out of whack a little bit. All the way down. The G is in. B needs to come up. The B's always the pesky one, right? Now I'm going the wrong way. And then the E. E's close, right there. So that's a way to use the capo. You can just put it on the first fret. Now you put it on the first fret and you tune it to the normal string names that you're used to, and then you remove the capo, and boom, you're down a half step. See? And then that's all I have for today. It's really pretty cool to tune down a half step. Let me know in the comments below whether you tune down a half step or you're in regular tuning. I'm curious on how many people out there tune down a half step or regular. So comment below. Let me know if you tune down a half step or regular. Also, please remember to subscribe. It helps me greatly, and I appreciate any feedback you have.